All right, we're good. We're hot. We're hot.
It would have been nice to look at Alan the whole time.
He was actually out of frame somehow. Well, if you want to...
I like the idea of him being behind the camera and saying, like, that's good. Just while we're podcasting. Yeah.
Just going like this.
Do it. And caress the other one's shoulder.
You look like a 70s, like...
Behind the camera.
I look like I got my way in the industry somehow. People don't know how, but I'm there.
Fucked his way to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta watch now.
Yeah, I get paid to just kind
That was the funny thing, just finding out Ron Jeremy is exactly how you would have expected he is. And being disappointed.
rapist.
Yeah. You're like, oh man, how dare he be the exact person that I could have guessed very easily he was.
That's so funny, dude.
Did you see the new Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, I heard it was good though.
It was Ron Jeremy
Really?
in it?
No, but what's his name? Danny Trejo is in it?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of What We Do in the Shadows.
Danny Trejo is in What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, he's like a
On
vampire.
the television show?
Yeah, he's like a vampire
Yeah, he crushed that.
councilman.
No, he
Yeah.
crushed that.
Yeah, he's. I always confuse him and Ron Jeremy.
They're so different. I get it a little bit. Just
like,
in the
hey,
face.
fucker.
They have-
Ron Jeremy. Hey, fucker.
They have like that weathered, like Native American look, like post blanket Native American.
Yeah.
I'm
look.
pretty sure Ron Jeremy's actually Jewish.
Yeah, that
He's one of
makes
the dark
sense.
Is he?
skinned Jews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that for sure. He's
He's kind of
got-
I'm a light skinned Jewish person.
I'm a light-skinned. I'm light-skinned Jewish. I'm Ashkenazi. You feel me?
But what was it with him? Yeah, he. No, wait, Dan Trejo.
Oh, by the way, should I introduce you guys?
Yeah,
It's fine.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to News from Bed, the podcast. I'm here with Christophe Jean,
What's
first
up?
time in the bed,
Let's go.
warming it up,
Yeah.
and Michael Good, a fan favorite of the show.
Fifth time in the bed, second time on the podcast.
That's fucking good.
Yeah.
We had to work out some of the kinks before I
Yeah, kinks.
speak in this bed.
Yeah.
Kinks.
Stinks.
But what did Dan Trejo go to jail for? Because he was in prison, but I don't know.
For a long time.
What,
I thought.
was it what for?
Yeah, that's how long. That's what he went for a long time.
Danny Trejo, you've been alive too long.
Yeah, I don't know what he did. I want to say it was some sort of like violent thing, but it could be just his face, you know, because it looks violent. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
He's
What
got
if
a
Machete
violent
was
man.
based on like a real story about him?
Yeah, Machete had that big titty pool scene. That was fun when I was like 12.
Yeah, dude, I would have the same thing where I would watch horror movies for the tits.
Oh yeah,
But then it's weird because you have to pause it.
yeah.
And pause the jerk off. But you have to do it right before she gets murdered. So there's
Yeah.
there's like a small window because she's getting murdered
Yeah,
topless.
yeah.
And you know what I mean? You're like, all
There
right,
was the reboot of like
Friday the 13th.
Yes.
That was great,
Yep.
dude.
Really
yeah,
good.
Because I remember there's that scene she's under the dock and her
Yes.
tits are in the water, and I would like rub one out, but
Yeah.
then right before
a
she
knife
gets,
comes through
yeah,
the
yeah.
dock
So I'm like,
of
oh,
her
all right,
head.
go back.
I think they're like fucking at the very beginning. Horror movies love to do that. They just open on tits.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
very, and then it's like, yeah, that's his girlfriend. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole plot point is that
Yeah.
they are
Yeah.
fucking.
yeah.
They really, it sets like a thing, because now when I see like a woman like in need, like one with like maybe like an injury or something, I'm
Yeah.
like turned on. I think that's like, it's because,
How often are you seeing injured women?
dude, you know, it's
Going
like
by like hospitals.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah.
in college, I remember there was this girl who had like a big long leg brace, and she
Yeah.
had to like crutch around.
And you're like,
I ended up dating her for like almost a year. But like Machete, I have a funny thing I remembered about that. When I was in college, my roommate had a poster of Machete, like the movie poster, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Chicks
it's
love
just
that.
like Danny Trejo standing there.
just leering.
And I'm like, why are you? And then like one day we dropped acid together, and like I couldn't find my roommate, and I was looking around, and then I like knocked on his door, and I went in his room, and he's just like staring at the poster of Machete. I'm like, dude, you gotta not look at that when you're on acid.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it sounds
a
terrifying.
nightmare.
It's like worse than a mirror.
Yeah,
You've done acid, right?
Dude, one time I took like half a tab and
baby mode.
Yeah, I was being that fucking bitch. I wish microdosing was around when I was younger, because like when I was like a teenager and like in college,
that was not.
you were like a pussy. People were like, "Oh, you're going to take fucking."
Everybody's scared of your thoughts.
Yeah,
What's up, baby? Scared of your thoughts? I'm like, yeah, people like you around.
Yeah, I'm terrified of my thoughts. Yeah, and it was like a whole day of drinking. It was like I drank, I did coke all day, and then somebody's like, "Come on, just do half of it." And I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll do it." And I had fun though, because I got like just a threshold kind of like amount.
Yeah.
I remember the Uber driver had that song going on. I was like, "Pump up the jam,
Pump it up."
Yeah,
That's a good song.
We went to. Have you ever been to Tallahassee?
Yes.
Have you ever been to Recess?
No.
Okay,
It's a bar?
It's a bar, but it's on a rooftop with a pool.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's great because it's like laid back. You can go in flip flops, but it's like, you know what I mean. It's like
That's
like
great.
a fancy college town bar. But I remember I told my buddy he's drinking liquor. He was having a full freak out. And I was like, you got to actually drink beer, because beer, the hops will calm you down in addition to the alcohol. Like,
Yeah.
hops is actually like a natural like nerve.
Wow.
And he comes back with like 6 beers in his hand. He's like, what should I do? Should I drink all of these? And I was like,
Yes. Drink 6 beers. That's a good idea.
Drink them all.
Drink 6 beers.
This was in Tallahassee.
yeah. It was one of the most fun college towns.
Have
Yeah,
you, how
it's
much? Like,
wild.
what percentage of Florida do you think you've been to?
Not even close to half, probably.
Yeah.
Because if you're like,
Have you been to Miami?
yeah, I've been to Miami. I've been to the Key West. I've been to other
Yeah.
keys.
You've been into the major ones. I've been to all the major ones.
For sure, but it's like if you look at like the other half, I've been to, you know what I mean? It's like it's such a giant state. You always
Yeah,
forget about.
yeah.
There's so many little towns that I haven't been to.
Were
Yeah,
you a
of
fan
course.
of Tim Tebow?
No, I thought he was kind of a pussy. Like,
Yeah. Well, you went to
Christian
FSU, dude. That's a rival
Oh,
school.
that's
Yeah,
true.
dude. He was
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. Yeah.
For
Talking
the
about
behavior.
crab leg,
Yeah.
fuck her right in the pussy. Yeah, he was a
Great
legend.
allegations.
Yeah.
I remember one time.
Well.
That could go for half of FSU.
Yeah. That was funny too. I remember I was a member of a country club, and there was a bartender there. Yeah, fancy guy.
he
There was
was
a bartender
fucking guy.
there who like he had a DUI, so he had to like ride to work on a bicycle. But
Classic.
he was just like one of those cool older guys.
Yeah.
So I just took his advice on everything,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Yeah, dude, that Jameis Winston stuff. Apparently, that girl's a dumb bitch." He's like, "It's total bullshit." And in my head, for like 10 years, I was like, "Well, I guess he's not guilty." 'Cause, like, this one guy's like, and I would tell people, "I'm like, that story's fucking bullshit." One guy said this.
Reiterating a DUI fucking
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, that fucking shit, dude, bitches lie.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, bitches lie.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to carry that with me for the rest of my life.
Dude, I remember he showed up one time with like just a black eye, and I'm like, "There's no way that was like that's crazy that you can work at a country club, ride on a bike,
Just
and
with a
DUI."
black
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
What kind of,
fucking
what was
crazy.
that? Was it like a golf course and like a pool? and
No,
stuff?
so it was. You ever been to the Winter Park Racket Club?
Yeah, I think so.
It's one that goes on like a lake. So there's only tennis courts.
Okay.
There's only tennis
This
courts.
guy's so fucking rich, dude. I'm just fucking with you.
He knows I get insecure about it. I always try to downplay my parents' riches. I'm like, they're not that rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like doing well.
Yeah. But
my parents are doing well too.
Yeah.
I'm upper middle class. I'll say it.
yeah, but
I'll say it.
it's a pool and then like a hot tub and then like a thing. But we were kids, we just get so fucked up and go. Like we do mushrooms there,
Yeah.
and the lifeguards would be like, I remember one time I took a bunch of cough medicine. And when I went on the lake on a paddleboard, and they had to like rescue us because there was a thunderstorm and like we couldn't figure out what was going on. We were just on so much drugs. I was just like,
dude, what the? There's water in the air, dude.
I was-
don't know what rain is.
yeah, dude, I was like seeing doubles. I remember, and
Oh, no.
I was like, I think I took the equivalency to like 20 Mucinex or something like insane.
They call them triple C's.
Yeah. Well, because that was like a different brand. That was a
Yeah.
brand that didn't have the stuff that makes you itchy. Because I was getting, they went to pick me up, and it was so funny because they threw me in a boat, and I was just covered in like rashes and stuff. And I
Yeah.
just had no idea what's going on. And one of the lifeguards just put like a blanket over me and gave me like a milkshake. And I think
I bet your
everybody-
nose was so clear though, dude.
No, it does.
Oh, it doesn't help.
Dude, one of my friends had the same thing where he's like, I still have a cough. I'm so much cough medicine.
I think this stuff is bullshit.
But it's so funny because when you're a kid, like you can't like this is literally how I thought drugs were. I was like, marijuana is the
Mhm.
least bad for you.
That's true.
Then come mushrooms and pills. I thought it was all this. I thought all pills were fine.
Did you say?
I thought they were fine.
Did you say then come?
Then
then
come.
come?
Then come.
Yeah.
Then shit. Then
The
piss.
best drug of all.
Farts.
Yeah.
Boogers. That's how young you were. 7 years old. Duty.
Smarties.
Dude, what was that Jankum? It's like it wasn't like a real
Jankum,
one.
yeah. Jankum, dude. Just smelling shit and being like,
Wait,
so
that's a
fucked
thing.
up.
Jankum? That's like a
Jankum. I don't know if it's real. Like, I don't know. It's like one of those like Urban Dictionary things. I don't know if anyone's like. Supposedly you like shit in a bucket, and you smell it, and
get
it, like
high.
Yeah, it's like huffing paint, but there's something in your shit.
Apparently, it's a complete urban legend. But that'd be so funny to throw your life away, and like it's just like not even a dick. It's not even a thing.
You're just smelling shit.
Yeah.
It's funny that
You're
they
listening to like Joe Wall, or that song's like I'm feeling all right. You sit in your house, just like
just covered in shit.
Yeah.
It's funny
Yeah.
that they call that an urban legend. I know nobody in like the cities was doing
It's a rural legend.
It's a rural. That is a
Yeah, they're not doing
deep
Bloody
South-
Mary
Yeah.
spinning around in circles.
Yeah, urban legend. That's very funny.
But the one thing I always think is so funny when like rappers have a thing where there's some rappers who like don't do drugs correctly. Like Juicy J used to have his lyrics. He's like, "Have you ever snorted Xanax? That's
Yeah,
some
yeah.
trippy shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't work at all.
Yeah,
if you snort
yeah,
it.
it doesn't.
And it's also not a trip. It's not trippy. It's
No.
Xanax.
Yeah.
And then Snoop Dogg had this thing recently where he's like, "Yeah, man, I don't do shrooms anymore because I smoke shrooms."
Yeah,
and with
yeah.
this concert, and he's like, I was. He had some like semi like gay thing. I think he was like, I fell in love with. I was like,
Yeah.
and all the comments were like, it doesn't work.
Doesn't
if
work
you
if
smoke
you smoke
shrooms. Snoop Dogg
shrooms.
pretending he's on drugs.
Yeah. He
Snoop Dogg
pretended he's on drugs and he had like a homosexual thought.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm never touching that shit again.
He just revealed he was on. He was homosexual.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably a brutal idea for Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
But he's like, no. I'm not.
well, it's so funny too because it's like he goes through his phases. He went through like Snoop Lion. He just has like gay pups.
He was
or
Rasta,
something.
wasn't he? Snoop Lion.
Yeah.
He's like, my name Snoop Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got really into it. For like, it was so funny too because he was like really into Rastafarian for like a year.
Yeah.
He had like one song.
Yeah.
That's how I like my rappers, though. I like them going through phases.
Yeah.
I like them to hit like when they hit like a rock and roll phase.
Oh
like Kid
yeah, for
Cudi.
sure.
Oh,
God,
He's
that
like,
was awful.
I can play the guitar.
Oh, I liked it.
Yeah, you
had bad
would.
taste.
You would. Like Wizard, that was terrible.
Oh, no, that sucked. I was talking
Yeah,
more
Wiz-
like Erase Me and stuff like that. That had like a little
Oh
bit of a...
no, that was good.
I don't
Wizard.
know, erase me. Wizard was
Wizard
bad.
was bad.
The other Speeding Bullet to Heaven was horrible.
Horrible.
Oh,
yeah.
I think we're talking about different things. I'm just talking about guitars in his songs.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, that's one
fine.
thing. I think Lil Wayne had a moment where he was trying to play guitar too.
Yeah.
Really, really bad.
Well,
He's awesome.
My favorite Kid Cudi is I was listening to like an old Joe Rogan where Kid Cudi's on it.
Yeah.
And it's before Satellite Flight comes on.
Okay.
And he's like, this album is like, because he has no idea that it's going to be like a giant failure. Nobody's going to like it. It's so funny hearing it in hindsight, but like knowing what happens. He's like, yeah, this is really going to change the game of rap. And I'm going to come back on the map.
Oh,
Dude, he
no.
lost the mark, Kid Cudi.
So
He
much.
came back though. I think
He came back
with
like a little, but it's like
Kanye.
the
But only
problem
with
is,
Kanye, it seems like
yeah,
those are the only ones that-
the problem is like Man on the Moon and Man on the Moon 2 are like two of the greatest albums.
Yeah, they're great.
they're amazing.
And you just can't recreate that, and like I don't
Yeah,
know.
that happens with people sometimes. They just come out so strong. I think Chance the Rapper is like that too.
yeah.
Where it's like Ass Rap was like so good. I think the next one was okay, and then everyone hated that other one.
Yeah, like
the CD. What's it called?
The gospel one?
No, not the gospel one. It's the one where he's like hot shower, hot
oh,
bower.
coloring book. or
No,
whatever?
Coloring Book was decent. It's the one after that.
Okay,
It's where everyone makes fun of him because he just loves his wife. That's all he talks about. Is how he loves his
Yeah.
wife.
And then he grinds up on a big booty. Did you see that?
Did he?
Yeah,
did
Yeah, like,
he, was he
recently he
grinding
got
on a hoe?
twerked on like hard
Oh,
too.
no.
It was like professional twerking.
That should be allowed. I think grinding should be allowed in relationships.
Also, just
I feel very
just
strongly about
twerking
this.
because twerking is like so wild. It's almost not even sexual.
Yeah.
I don't see someone twerking and I'm like, whoa, I want to like. I see that and I'm like, I can't handle that. You know? It's like seeing a really nice car.
You can't handle the ass.
It's like seeing a really nice,
Yeah.
like standard car, like a Lamborghini
Right,
or
you're
something.
like,
It's
I
like,
can't even drive stick.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm
I
not
get
gonna.
it.
What am I gonna do in there?
What am I gonna do with all that? Yeah, no, that was my friends wanted to take me to a Caribbean night.
Oh,
And they're
that's
like,
awesome.
we're gonna get you twerked on at the Caribbean. I was like, I please God, I don't want to. And they're like, that's why we have to take you.
Yeah, because that guy that doesn't want to go to the strip club, and you're like, you got to get that guy out.
I'm like, please.
What
no.
ended up happening?
They're like, they were gonna push you up against the wall. No, I didn't do it. They didn't like press me that hard about it, but they were like, they kept saying it like as a bit. It was my Haitian friends. They're like, you gotta go to Caribbean night. You gotta go to Caribbean night. I was like, no.
Dude, well, that was like, I was in, what's it called? Portland, Maine, and our hotel was next to a strip club, which apparently was the strip club that the 9/11 terrorists went to like the night before 9/11.
Wow.
Swag.
Yeah. It's fucking insane.
Is that right though?
Yeah.
I thought they flew out of Orlando.
I think maybe they flew from Maine to Orlando. I heard this one person do
You
a
think
bit
they were
about
like
it.
nervous?
What's up?
Were they nervous? They're like,
Yeah.
okay, next flight.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We got to go experience some horrors before all those virgins.
Black women in Maine.
Yeah. But what happened was there's a guy who like didn't want to go, and then it was awesome because like the stripper did the move where she took her heels and put them behind his neck, and then banged his head into her ass.
Wow.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he doesn't want to be here. He's having a bad time. This is assault.
Dude, the night before 9/11 must be one of the most fun party nights of all time.
Well, they
Yeah.
don't drink this. I don't know why they were at strip clubs. Let me look this up. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm very curious about this.
Yeah, that'd be great though. Like you're like, tomorrow's the day, guys. Let's live it up tonight. Because tomorrow we fucking do it. All right, 9/11 on 3.
But there's no way you're like sleeping well. You know what I mean? You're like
Yeah, probably. Or they're just like
excited. It's like Christmas.
Jihad.
The best sleep of their life.
They sleep great. They're just dreaming of the towers. Yeah,
I'm gonna get the one on the right.
No, I said I would
No,
get Come on, it's closer.
No,
I got
fine.
first.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, 9/11, guys.
Crazy.
It was so
I mean,
crazy.
what was
I
it?
mean, rest in peace.
Nope.
Both sides.
I heard a great joke about 9/11. It's Ethan Mead. I don't know if you guys know Ethan Mead.
I think so, yeah. Is he bald?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
funny.
he's like 9/11 was like crazy. He's like, who called the cops during 9/11? Like the cops show up and they're like, yeah, this is illegal. This is definitely
That's
illegal.
a great bit.
That is so funny.
I'm gonna have to find who's responsible. They're like, "Whoa, did you see any?" They're like taking descriptions. That's funny.
I was thinking about this on my podcast. Like, it's so funny because if you have 9/11 conspiracy theory, people think you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like it was such a crazy thing that how would you not have a crazy take? On
Yeah, yeah,
crazy?
yeah.
It's like this is like an airplane flew into the building, so
Right, and there's all these weird details around the other stuff, you know, like the Pentagon thing and whatever.
With like the
Yeah.
whatever
other flight.
$1 trillion missing or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. There's all that stuff that's like legitimately there. It's like, yeah, of course the government's not going to be like, here's the full story.
Yeah.
I'm like I definitely have conspiracies about it, but I refuse to believe that George Bush had anything to do with it.
Really?
I think it was a helicopter. I think that was
What?
What's
I
that
think-
theory?
they were helicopters, not planes.
They CGI'd in
The
planes
propaganda CGI
because it was
planes, it's all
embarrassing to
fake.
have such a small helicopter
Yeah.
destroy such big buildings.
That's such
No,
a
I'm just
funny.
Do we make these planes?
It's such a funny take because there's literally new footage like every day of like.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the videos of the kids? I think they're like
They're
college
drinking?
kids and drinking
Yeah.
and that. Dude, because it's like 11 in the morning
Yeah,
or something.
no,
it's
9/11 was at like 8:30.
Oh,
It was like
yeah.
bright and
What were
early.
they doing? It was on a weekday too.
Yeah, it was on
Yeah.
a weekday at like 9 a.m. That's I tried to do a joke about that because I was well, I watched that on YouTube and the comments were like, "Why are they drinking so early?" I'm like, "Guys, it's 9/11." I feel like we're really focusing on the wrong thing here. It's like national tragedy, but you guys are being very irresponsible.
Yeah.
You NYU kids drinking at 9 a.m. It's like, who gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, I worked in Tower 7 and I worked on like the 20-year reunion of 9/11.
All
That
the
was-
terrorists get back together.
Yeah.
Guys, it was been a crazy.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
They like cut open a big ribbon with a box cutter.
But I remember this is how fucking insane I am. I was really worried because I didn't want to tell my boss like I don't want to come in on 9/11.
Oh yeah, sure.
But it's like so Building 7 is like right next to the Freedom Tower. So it's like
Yeah.
if one gets hit, I would be totally fucked.
Yeah.
And so I was like literally like planning out my escape. Like,
yeah.
all day. I'm just
I'd
like,
be
all right.
paranoid.
And it was
Yeah.
so hard to figure out. I was like, all right, I could tie extension cords together and make like a rope.
Oh my goodness.
Now they give them parachutes.
No way.
Yeah,
In
a lot
where?
of
They have like
Buildings?
parachutes in the walls. Or
a lot of
something?
New York City buildings like keep parachutes in the like on the floor.
Sorry, I love the idea of one guy being prepared with a parachute, being like, "See you guys later."
Shit,
You all thought I was crazy. Yeah, with like a briefcase and like the suit.
He's wearing a suit and briefcase. That would be awesome, dude.
He only brings it on 9/11.
Yeah.
Dude, the odds of that happening.
Like, why does he always have a backpack on 9/11? It's weird. No, guys, it's for if another 9/11 happens. Yeah.
I have a
But
friend who jumps out of planes like professionally.
Nice.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's like a scary because he said like twice his main parachute didn't go off.
Oh, Jesus.
What
So
the
they have like a reserve one, but the reserve one's like not very
It's
good.
jankier, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
skinnier.
it's like a Durex condom. It's like bound
yeah,
to
they
break.
always look like thinner and they fall so much faster.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like still.
Oh, also, this is like a window here.
Oh, should I not lean?
So you might want to
Can I
post
go
up
like
on
this?
that corner. Yeah,
okay, it's just my back was hitting this little corner.
yeah.
I always thought if I had actual courage, doing acid and skydiving would be the ultimate thrill.
Have you done skydiving?
No.
Oh,
Have you?
And you've
Yeah.
only microdosed
yeah,
acid.
yeah. I mean, I think
I don't have the courage to do.
the hardest part of like if you were on like a head full of acid, it would just be like following the instructions of the guy.
No, so you'd have to be on the. Yeah, it would be one of those where you have somebody on your back.
Yeah,
doing
no, of
all
course
yeah.
you'd have on your back, but even then they're like, okay, we're gonna do this, and then this is how you load into the plane.
Yeah.
Like make
Okay.
sure your buckles.
You're
are
just like,
this.
wow, you
Yeah,
win.
yeah. It's just like didgeridoo music in your head, and he's like, and you're like, you know, like that would be my concern. It's just
Yeah.
like because I didn't do it right, which is like scary. But
What would you do?
well, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to like make like a U with your body, like your arms are like angled like this, and your legs are angled, you know, so you like
Oh,
bow
yeah, yeah.
out is how you're
Yeah.
supposed to do it. And I just went, you know, it's like straight splatted.
I feel like they're aware of that the moment you jump
Yeah,
out of
dude,
a plane.
I
Like,
think they tell you that to just to be like, hey, here's something to like focus on and do, so you don't like it was
Yeah.
like it was it was like 3 seconds of sheer terror,
yeah.
and then a parachute, and then it was small talk.
Yeah,
So once
yeah.
the parachute hits, you're comfortable.
Yeah, dude. I
I've
mean,
done,
you're like
uh,
going like this.
Yeah, because I've done
Like a
what's it called
feather.
Parasailing, which is parachuting.
Yeah, off
Yeah.
the boat.
No, I've done that, but then I've also done it where you run off a mountain.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, but you kind of
That seems way scarier.
well. You don't really run up a mountain. So there's a mountain, and it's kind of at an incline.
Yeah.
Okay.
and so you run down, and then it catches.
Wow.
Yeah,
Does that make
that's
any
sick
sense?
as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was in Switzerland, and I was like fucking 12 years old, and I was like, this is so fucking. I hated there was like good food.
You're
and
scared?
No, I was so uncultured. Like I was not impressed by the Swiss Alps, and I literally was
You're
like,
such a bitch.
I was like 12 years old. I was like, this is so stupid.
I'd
I
be
was
like,
yeah.
in Orlando,
Switzerland
Florida.
is gay.
Dude, I literally thought everything was gay, and then like there'd be good food because we went to like France, and I was like, I ate McDonald's in France like 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is the
like,
problem with going on vacations as a child.
they're
Everything fucking
yeah,
sucks.
yeah, you can't appreciate anything.
Yeah,
I
you-
did go to France when I was 12. I liked it, but it was kind of boring at moments.
Yeah. The parks
Yeah.
are really pretty. I really like
Yeah.
going to the parks.
There
and
was
stuff.
like beautiful parks. The Eiffel Tower was like neat. You know, the Louvre.
Yeah.
The Louvre was cool. The food was really good. But then it was like, I'm just going to a church. Like, I don't know, stained glass. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is Notre Dame. I'm like,
Fuck this
bro,
guy.
whatever.
yeah.
I don't fucking care.
yeah. That's literally what it is.
I took a picture with the McDonald's menu because it's Royale with cheese.
Oh yeah.
And I had
Oh.
just seen Pulp Fiction. I was like, I'm like soy facing so hard.
Dude, in Thailand, they just, like, on the Burger King menu, they made a
Lady boy
burger.
with cheese.
It's- It almost is. It's like a decoy because there's no meat on it. They revealed a burger with no meat. It's got 20 slices of cheese.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. What,
20 slices of cheese.
20.
So just a cheese
Sandwich.
it's just but it's like so much cheese.
Yeah,
That's
I feel like
a
that's
lot.
like, I don't know. That seems not real. Like they're
Yeah.
just trying, like Thai people hate McDonald's and they're like trying to do anything. And they're like, we'll give you cheese.
to destroy it.
Yeah. They're all lactose, these guys.
All the
There's,
lady
like, no
boys?
cheese in like a lot of
Asia, yeah, they're all lactose
Oh,
intolerant.
really?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
never
look, think about Japanese food. Is there
It's
any,
funny because they
there's
love
no
taking
dairy.
pictures.
Yeah, what do they say? Let's get to the bottom of that.
Yeah. What?
That's the real conspiracy theory.
The other one was we went to the Coliseum,
Yeah.
And I had diarrhea, so I just didn't go. I literally we walked up, and I was like, I have to shit so bad. And the only bathroom is the hotel. I'm like, well, then, Mom, you're not seeing the coffee.
Oh,
no! I was like,
You should have shit where the gladiators fought.
oh,
Yeah, dude, have a little chambermaid wipe you up.
Yeah, dude, you have to take a big diarrhea and then go, are you not entertained? Some guys hits you with the thumbs down.
Yeah, I heard they used to fill that with like water and alligators and shit.
That's
like
so cool.
that must
dude.
have been the coolest thing because it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's not that big, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fucking Matt Rife plays bigger places in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
I'd
So,
rather see Matt Rife than fuck gladiator bullshit.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
want to see my
The
dog.
gladiator of our era.
I want to see some half white, half black crowd work.
Yeah.
Where he changes his
Some
voice halfway through.
light-skinned crowd work.
As long as I see a nice vein running up
Oh
his
my
bicep, I'm
God.
laughing.
Tight
Yo,
little
you a
shit.
gynecologist?
Yo,
He must be looking at pussies like all day.
You must be like, that's a good one.
But that
Yeah.
show wise, that had to be like that's the greatest show. Watching people die, like it's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up.
There's
It's
nothing better.
like
It's like
li-
UFC with like even higher stakes.
yeah, dude, people are getting
Yeah.
eaten by alligators. Like, it's
Yeah,
gotta
that'd be
fucking so cool to
lions
watch.
just
Just
ripping
releasing
people apart.
lions on people, dude.
That'd be
Oh.
funny if you saw that and like only a few people got eaten by lions, and you're like, this wasn't a good one.
Yeah, this one
Last week they had
fucking
crocodiles.
Yeah.
My friend said they had birds that ate people a couple weeks ago. There were hawks tearing out people's
Probably
eyes.
the closest thing to that now is like a monster truck jam.
yeah,
Like Grave Digger.
Yeah,
Did you ever go to that?
yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, you
God,
did? Is that
it's
like
so
a big
much fun.
Florida thing? Is that
They
like
always did it at Raymond James Stadium
Yeah.
in Tampa.
RJ?
We would do it
Yeah.
at the Citrus Bowl.
Yeah, dude, that shit was lit.
Yeah, that looks so cool.
I got kicked out. So
Grave Digger's gay.
dude, we went.
I gotta take a diarrhea.
Diarrhea, Grave Digger.
This was maybe. I think this was the drunkest I've ever been in my whole life. So it was like exam, like it was like the same day as the SAT. So the SAT got done at like 1:00,
Nice.
and so I was just like very much on Adderall. And there was this what's it called? There was a funeral home in their parking lot. They let high schoolers go and just get fucked up there. So you'd pay for like a parking spot.
Is that real?
Yeah, yeah.
What the
At a funeral
fuck
home.
is going on?
And it was it was
Trying to drum up business?
Yeah, yeah. And we
All right,
had
here's
like,
your car
Yeah, you
keys.
die.
yeah. We had like rival high school like fights happening in the backyard. Like my friends were like fighting some guy, and then we get into the stadium, and I have glimpses of this. I have glimpses of them scanning my ticket, and then I ripped it up and threw it, and then we get in there. And apparently I threw up in the stands.
Oh,
and then I
no.
asked this like guy next to me if I could like have some of his beer. But he's just like a grown man with his kid. And I was like, dude, come on, just give me like
Okay, give me some beer.
give me beer.
Give me a
And
little
then
beer.
the security was like, told my friends like, you have to get your friend the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And I had one arm on one of my friends and one arm on his girlfriend. I was just yelling at people, like not getting taken out.
Fuck you!
You're totally black.
Yeah, I don't remember any of this. But then when I do have
Wow.
glimpses of this, we were. I remember yelling at my friend who was driving, and then I just have a glimpse of us on the side of the road, like squaring up, and then me pussying out. I guess I was like,
To fight your friend?
Yeah, who was driving. I was like, I'll fucking kick your ass, dude. And then I like, apparently I was trying to convince my friend to cut his fake ID in half, and we
Yeah.
could both each half. of it.
Dude, you're
Great
like an
ideas.
evil. Yeah, you're like an evil genius.
Yeah. And then there's a video of me like peeing out of my friend's window. Like I climbed all the way out.
Oh,
I was, like,
my
peeing.
God.
And then I guess my friend put me in bed and stuff, and like my parents weren't home. And my parents the next morning were like, they're like, we were pouring water on your face, we were slapping you, you
Whoa.
weren't waking up. And I was
Oh, my
like, I was just really
Tired.
worn out from the SAT. I think the worst one I ever had, that was one time I was visiting
That's so funny that the beginning of your day was the SAT. In the end,
It's
you're
reversed.
pissing out a window and fighting your friend who drove you after getting
Yeah,
kicked out of a monster truck
You're
rally.
doing like, y equals mx plus b in your head, and then you're like,
Fuck you! Just your IQ declining as the night goes on. Yeah.
it's just straight down.
Yeah, you forgot all the words by the end of the
Yeah.
day. You're like, I don't know what acquaintance means
Yeah,
anymore.
fuck, Epicurean, I don't know.
the worst one I had was we were visiting my brother in college, and I went and like blacked out with him and his friends. And I came back. I was staying in the same hotel as my dad.
Yeah.
This was when I was in high school, and I peed the bed with my
Swag.
dad.
Oh my god!
And he goes, "Were you drinking last night?" And I was like, I could either say I was drinking and get in trouble, or I could just look like a pussy who just pees
a
the bed.
serial
at 15
That's a
years
tough
old.
move. I'd probably go pussy.
Yeah. I was 15. I was like, yeah, no, I don't know what happened. I guess I just peed the bed. I'm like, could you imagine sharing a bed and just some kids pissing on you? You're like drunk retard son. You're like,
You were also just jacking off.
dude,
That's cum.
yeah, that is cum.
No, that's cum. I had a wet dream. That's cum.
That's all.
I had a dream I was having sex.
That's why I feel so bad for my dad too, because I was the kind of guy that would like try to argue stuff. Like I bring up statistics on like why I should be able to do mushrooms. And, like I think I'd just be like my dad had to be so furious because I'm like trying to argue all these things. I'm like, no, I should be allowed to do drugs. It's like technically better for the alcohol. You drink. Mom's taking this. So this is technically worse than.
I was in the same thing.
Yeah, but I'm like, God, that must have been so fucking annoying.
Yeah, because my mom drank every now and again, and my dad smoked pot.
Yeah,
and I was like, well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 15.
Yeah.
Drinking plus pot does equal ketamine.
Yeah. So I did some blow.
Yeah.
What? You guys are hypocrites.
Yeah.
It'd be
You guys
funny
are
if your
fucking
family, like
hypocrites.
everyone had a different drug. They would just all hang out together.
One time I took, with an ex-girlfriend of mine, we all took edibles with her whole family. With her
That's
mother,
wild.
father. I was 19 or 20. And, yeah, her whole family, her whole, like, nuclear family.
That is
We
wild.
all took...
It's kind of weird seeing the dynamic break down and like
Yeah.
It was
Being,
wild,
like
though.
just
I made...
in your head, like they all know I'm having
Yeah,
sex
dude.
with her.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and then I forgot what I made some joke. It was like I think they were talking about like Frank Gay, like the plumber. You know, there's like a plumber. Frank Gay.
Dude, I've been to his house. I'll explain this later.
But
Is it true?
yeah, he was talking about like it's funny Frank Gay, or something like that. And I made a joke that in hindsight really doesn't make sense. I go, the name makes the man, and he's like.
Oh,
Like,
that's
this
the
guy loves
best.
me.
I took an edible with my mom one time.
Yeah.
I want to get back to the Frank Gay thing.
Yeah.
Put a pin in Frank Gay.
So the guy who runs the
Put a
Frank
cock in
Gay
Frank Gay.
company, his daughter went to my high school. I guess it's not, or maybe I guess it wasn't Frank Gay. Maybe like
It's David Gay.
It's just another gay
Some
guy.
other queer.
I'm almost positive. I'll look this up, but her, I believe it was Frank Gay was their dad, but then she had a different name because she had her mom's name or something like that.
I do that too.
Yeah. And my friend's dad worked with him. He's like, oh, I got a total pillhead or whatever. And
Frank Gay's a pillhead.
yeah.
That rules.
But I don't think. I think Frank Gay was named. I don't know. I gotta figure this out. But either way, this may be an unrelated pillhead who just worked for Frank Gay.
yeah. You just met a pill guy head one time. You're like, that's Frank Gay.
Yeah. But my what's it called? My we went to a party at this chick's house.
Yeah.
Fucking mansion. Somebody sunk her boat.
Whoa!
They
my
took out the
God.
boat plugs. Somebody knocked over a statue.
Wait, boat plugs?
Yes, there's like
That's
plug. It's crazy. I've done this on my parents' boat. If you forget to put a plug in, it completely sinks the boat.
Because it fills with water.
Yeah, you don't know what's going
when
on.
when you take it out, does it sound like?
But they suck about.
Oh, put it back in. Put it back.
Oh, put my boat plug in.
Their dad comes in, and I'm literally sitting on like a stuffed cheetah that like was like really expensive. I'm like riding it like a
You have a
tiger.
cowboy hat on.
Yeah. And the dad's like, "Everybody, get the fuck out of my house!"
You're like,
yeah. Well, the crazy thing, there are those kids that are like the total degenerate kids. They're like, "Fuck you! We don't have to listen to you old bitch." Like,
yeah.
Oh,
it's
you
insane.
No.
fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So stupid, dude. I never did I was not that cool in high school. I went to two parties in high school. One I just got too high and I was like, everyone's what the fuck? And then the other one I just got like really drunk and I just don't remember it.
Oh damn, man.
And that was my entire
Yeah,
high school
that's-
partying experience.
That's how it goes.
The
That's how it
second one
goes
was way
every
better.
time.
yeah.
Yeah, I threw a party at my own house one time, got blackout drunk, and passed out in my parents' bedroom, and
Nice.
everyone was just at my house for like 4 more hours.
Oh, God.
And so it's just nobody was keeping track of the house. Like
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
had anything to
They
care
had no
about.
stake. Yeah,
There was no stake.
that would like freak me the fuck out if strangers were in my house just fucking with my shit at all. I'd have like close friends over, and I'd be like, "Don't touch the phone,
Dude.
We're on mushrooms."
my friends would
look at
steal
the
shit.
TV. If you
Yeah.
fuck it up, they'll know.
Yeah, dude, I would see like crazy shit. Like they would. I've had people buy porn on my TV, which that's fine. It's like whatever.
Buy porn?
They'll. It's kind of a prank where you go
Oh,
to somebody's parents'
buy
house.
porn. I
But
thought you meant bisexual.
No, buy porn. Yeah, no, but people would go crazy in some people's houses and buy like $400 worth of porn at their parents' house.
That's awesome.
And then, but people were like, some people were crazy. They would like just start smashing. Like people were like insane.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Well, we would do that. We just like rearrange paintings and like dump.
yeah.
it's
I would do
little-
like little goofs. That'd be funny.
I put like a toaster just in like a random spot. Or something.
Yeah.
I had this birdhouse outside at my parents' house, and like one time we were all like drinking, hanging out. Nobody was home.
Shit in it.
Cuckoo! I had a friend take a basketball and just hurl it at just exploded the birdhouse. I was like, dude, why would you do that? Of course, everyone's dying laughing. I'm like, fuck you guys. Like,
That is the funniest thing you can see in high school.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we threw it, broke it.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we broke it?
dude, I had another friend who, my friend Ryan, someone gave my friend Jeff a globe, like a big globe, like a nice globe, and like why? He would get my friend Ryan would get hammered, and he would just pick up the globe, and everyone would be like, Ryan, don't do anything, and he would just smash it on the ground. And this happened, like he would get a new globe, and Ryan would get drunk and just smash it. And he just started smashing globes, and like my
That's so
friend tried to
funny.
fight him, like after this, because he's like, dude, that was a nice thing someone gave it to me, which makes it so much funnier.
with my globes, man.
It's so much funnier to be
Dude,
like,
it's funny.
fuck you and your globe,
Yeah,
you
you just
pussy.
see like the country of like Vietnam flying through the air. You're like,
The Pacific Ocean, no.
yeah, it's in my living room now.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I think one of the best ones I saw. First of all, I knew a guy who stole someone's dogs, which is awesome.
That's horrible.
Yeah, we tried to do it as a prank one
Dude,
time.
that's like John Wick, dude. I
Yeah.
fucking John Wick your ass,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, so that guy stole somebody's dogs, and then I think he eventually got him back. But then we tried it. There's a party where they were mistreating a dog one time. And I was like, oh, we should totally take the dog because they're being rude to it. It was,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have. But we're in the Uber, like, taking pictures with it. And then my friend, like, told the Uber driver, he's like, that's not their dog. We got to drive back. So we had to fucking drive back.
Yeah, no, if someone was fucking with a dog, dude, I would not.
Yeah, but if you were just, like, just a prank, you're taking the dog for the day.
Yeah, that's okay. But I mean, if someone was like, let's kick it, I'd be like,
Yeah.
No, that's not funny. Yeah.
I was
But
like,
did see
I'll
somebody
kill you.
eat somebody else's fish one time.
Whoa! Did you go to Jackass High? What the fuck is your life?
This guy named Joey. I guess his thing was he would eat things for like pay. Like people be like,
Yeah, there's always that kid.
yeah. I watched him take a bite out of a candle. I paid him like $20 to take a bite out of a candle.
Yeah.
And then I leave to like go smoke a cigarette, and I come inside, and all I hear is Joey, not my brother's beta fish. And he's just going, he just fucking drops it.
No!
Yeah.
That's the
That's
God.
I don't know if he like
Steve-O.
shatted out. I'm like very curious if he shatted.
Luckily,
No, the
you
stomach
can't-
acid would just erode the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, you can't like get any attachment to a beta fish.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, but how do you?
you
I
could.
get- you probably had to get a new one and then just like drop it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did.
What happened to the old one?
It's just him at a dunk. It's just him at a dunk tank. Like, God damn it! I wish I was better at baseball.
Motherfucker. You call that an arm, pussy? One time, I think I was like, you could win an iguana at those things.
Really?
Yeah, at my school fair, you could win an iguana.
Wow.
Dude, iguanas are sick.
Yeah.
Dude, genuinely, like when I had corners, I was like, like a pet iguana with this is such a good vibe.
Yeah, they're fucking. Yeah, my cousins had a pet iguana.
Yeah, it's crazy how much they. Have you been to like Key West?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
South Florida, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Fort Lauderdale, you'll walk across a bunch of iguanas.
Are there like exterminators who like take out the iguanas?
Yeah, they're not supposed to be there. They're
Okay. Invasive?
They're invasive.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're invasive.
I've seen like the gator guy, which is really funny because like when I was at that country club, like the gator guy came through, and it's funny to
Yeah.
see country club people dealing with like
The
basically
gator guy.
Yeah, he's just like gator, just like has a giant gator tooth on his neck.
That's so
has
sick.
like the hat.
Yeah, that's
And then-
awesome.
The wildlife. Did you
Where's
ever
he
see
at?
like pythons and shit?
I would say snakes a lot. I've seen a lot of gators, snakes.
Gator snakes, black snakes are everywhere in Florida. Lizards.
I saw this video of a guy who caught a 15-foot long python.
Yeah, in the Everglades.
So wild.
Those
Like,
are
they
also
have like
invasive.
contests to catch
Yeah.
those shit.
Yeah, they're also invasive. That's the pet trade. There was iguanas was the pet trade, and then there was a breeding facility
that got knocked over during a hurricane.
God
And
damn,
all the
dude.
pythons just got released into the wild in South Florida.
Insane.
And now they run up.
They run shit.
Dude. Yeah,
They
crazy.
kill everything there. They have no
Everything.
predators.
Gators. They eat like deer.
Yeah,
like
they eat
full
deer and gators. They'll eat small gators. They're serious.
So insane.
Yeah.
So crazy.
There's
yeah.
a wild population of monkeys in Ocala,
Yeah.
in Silver Spring.
Don't they have herpes?
Yes, they have herpes.
Yeah.
And it's like a deadly strain of
I
herpes.
was there.
Yeah.
I ran through.
Imagine every STD started with someone fucking a monkey.
Yeah, just stop doing it.
Yeah, dude. That's one of my favorite.
That's what I was
Chappelle
saying
bits.
about that, like the HIV thing. Like, even if HIV didn't start with a monkey, it's like the guy who fucked the monkey must, after like he finished, he must have been like, nothing good is gonna come from this. Like, they could easily blame
The
shit on me for
post-nut
this.
clarity
Yeah.
after fucking a monkey. She's like, ooh. He's like, oh god.
Just get out of my apartment.
Trying to ghost this monkey, but
Oh,
He's
she's
much
always
more
hanging
agile,
around, dude. I work at a banana farm. She's fucking here always.
Yeah, I always thought there was like a brothel in Indonesia that had like an orangutan there.
Nice.
And
That you could fuck?
Yeah.
yeah, we were talking about
The
this.
idea of like one in heels is just the funniest idea.
He's like painted
Fishnets.
toenails.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
You got a candle going?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's a
guys
segment
wanna,
of the podcast.
you guys want to do some jokes?
Who were doing jokes?
Or no, yeah, he does. It's a whole thing.
Oh, okay.
You should have done research before.
Yeah, I didn't do any research.
That's okay. I'm glad you're a fan of the pod.
Sorry. What's this? What's the candle? So we have a.
Because it's called News from Bed. Is it called? Do you still not have a title for this podcast?
No, it's called News from Bed now.
Oh,
News
okay.
from Bed, the podcast on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, you're plugging your.
Where you're
podcast.
watching it right now.
Your podcast.
Go ahead and watch this
Go
right
ahead
now.
and watch this podcast that you're watching, and also tune into this show. Also, are you gonna put on a like a KKK thing? Or?
Yeah, I guess that would be a very funny gig.
That's the KKK pajamas. All right, good night, y'all.
I couldn't make it into KKK before I got Blue Chew.
All
right.
Yeah, you look like Scrooge. Is that where you're going for
Yeah,
Scrooge?
that's kind of what I'm.
Yeah, I like Scrooge, dude. I relate too much to Scrooge. I'm a real curmudgeon sometimes.
I'm the you know what? I've gotten cynical about like things, but then I think I get over it really quickly. Like,
Yeah.
I think a guy walking down the street will infuriate me for like no reason.
Yeah, me too.
But-
Like, what is he, gay?
Yeah.
Is he a homosexual? I'm irate.
But
In
then,
my
like,
neighborhood in Bushwick.
I think it's crazy that people say San Francisco is like the gayest because like New York, I'm like, I don't know how there could be more gay people.
No, there could definitely be more gay people.
Maybe it's just where I live. Like I feel like Lower East Side.
Yeah, you where you live is like
What-
more yuppied out, like
Yeah.
like cool young gay people. Bushwick, where I'm at, is like half cool young gay people and half like just Colombians and
Yeah.
Mexicans and just South and Central Americans, and
Right, which is a
Mexicans.
homophobic culture, but also kind of gay. Like,
Yeah, I mean
dancing.
they yeah. with
That's
the
always
dancing.
how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most homophobic.
You're
people
not a
are-
real man.
They're like, you're not a real man.
Hi, this is News from Bed. I'm in bed, and this is the news. This is kind of exciting.
I'm
when you're
excited.
In bed. When you see it later, it's going to be.
I'm pumped.
A true crime fanatic in South Korea murdered her tutor, quote, out of curiosity. Curiosity to see if Asians actually even need tutors. Tom Holland caught a lot of flack from his gay sex scene in the crowded room. Oh, I'm sorry. Tom Holland caught a lot of HIV from his gay sex scene in the crowded room. On the topic, gay reality star Ty Pennington, do you remember him?
Yeah, he's
Extreme
gay?
Home. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Had to go to the ICU merely hours after appearing at the Barbie movie premiere due to a lack of breathing, confirming our suspicions that Ken hangs dong. Sources say the handwritten will of Aretha Franklin was recently found in her couch. They're still searching for the will of her couch. because she's fat. Obesity. Actors are on strike in support of the Writers Guild of America. If only there were actors who could do work during a crisis like this. Crisis acting.
It's good when you had a little tag. Like that.
Yeah.
Clarify.
Archaeologists believe they've discovered the tomb of Santa Claus. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that actually every Christmas it's been my dad who's having sex with me? Lastly, a New York City apartment was set on fire after a MacBook exploded. I knew something would happen if you actually typed the R. This has been News from Bed. Good night.
I
All
like
right, that was
we were
it.
surprised that Ty Pennington's gay. The home makeover
Yeah,
guy.
that is funny.
Yeah.
Like, no, not the guy who.
Wait, no,
redone
Ty?
that. Yeah.
I hate that shit. Move that bus. What the fuck? I was a fan.
Suck that cock.
Damn it.
Wait, was that really? There was a gas. He lost breath. With
Couldn't breathe.
wait.
You got it, man. I think
I
there's a gas leak
Yeah,
in
he,
here.
he,
Jesus
had,
Christ.
he had to go to the ICU for some reason because he
Yeah.
like wasn't breathing. It
I
was
like to
right
think he's
after
just
the
so
bar-
gay and excited about Barbie. It's just...
You're like, Ty, breathe.
Dude, one news article. Oh God, I couldn't come up with a joke for it, but I really think you'll love this. There was an 8-year-old in Alabama,
Love it.
an armed 8-year-old who stole someone's car at gunpoint and then got in a police chase.
Oh, that is awesome.
8 years old. Dude.
Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah. I wonder if he got a text from his cousin. Being like,
that's
hey,
right.
my uncle's not home.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
that's where I was going.
The gas leak thing. Have you ever like actually got like? I was in the back of somebody's car one time, and my cousin's husband, who's like kind of like a redneck guy, and he has like had a gas leak in his car.
Yeah.
And I had one beer, and I was just like fucked up, and I'm like, dude, I'm hammered. He goes, there's a gas leak in this car. Probably what it is.
Yeah, I was
Notice how I'm a Saudi Arabian prince now.
Yeah, but it's so crazy to be like driving with it because it's like he has to be getting high on. He's like, no, I'm used to it. I got a tolerance now.
Yeah,
That's insane.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
your brain cells are melting away.
Yeah.
I was at a friend's house. Their oven smelled like fucking like it was always on, and I was like, "Dude, your oven's leaking gas." He's like, "Yeah, I know." I'm like, "Do something about that, dude. You're gonna like fucking smoke a bong, but the place is gonna
Oh
explode."
God, that's a night. That's like got to be the worst way to go. Just
Fire.
exploding your
Burn-
house. Yeah.
yeah. Just being on fire. Son, you know what? I don't want to ever do that.
I've done it like in the stunt way, where like you spray Axe in your hand or ass. And you light
Yeah,
it, but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
Not
That's
real.
Yeah,
fire.
I've like filled my hand with lighter fluid.
Yeah,
You ever do that?
yeah.
Pretty
I-
magical.
Pretty magical.
I breathed fire one time.
Nice.
Really?
Did you like spit like Everclear over a torch?
Yeah, there was a guy who really knew how to do it. He's this fat guy in my high school. Got so much fucking pussy.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it was due to the fact he could breathe fire. Like he was just so sick because he like
I don't know this guy, but I don't like him.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
Is
kind
he
of an
cool?
asshole.
Yeah,
no, he's
fuck
kind of an
this guy.
asshole.
He's like a big fat fuck who breathes fire and gets put. Go fuck yourself.
But I like the fat guy that gets pussy. It's my favorite like character. But he what was it? Yeah, I couldn't really do it. It's like I stood by a fire and like spit. And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
sort-
yeah.
It wasn't the same thing where he would take a shot and then get a lighter and then you're just like,
Have you ever done a Blue Angel?
no,
Is that
it's
a shot of Everclear
That's
on
where
fire?
like you put your legs up and you fart, and it like and it makes a blue flame.
I've never
Yeah.
been able to catch it.
Dude,
I've tried it a couple times. Never been able to catch it.
We
I feel like
got
you need
one.
to have your raw asshole. Like
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
have,
the
but it's like you gotta be-
underwear and the shirt or not shirt, the diaper,
Yeah.
and your sweatpants get in
Dude,
the
we
way.
had a kid do it through jeans.
That's wild.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a powerful fart, dude.
He's
Just
got a lot
run
of
it. It was like
methane in
and it
there.
like ran up his leg. We thought he was gonna like catch on fire.
That'd be
baby
great if
powder.
he died. You're like, how'd he die? Shoot.
I don't know.
Fire.
Fentanyl.
Suicide, actually.
More honorable.
That is the worst seeing a burn victim. You're like, I can't even imagine. That's like the worst life.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like just got to be the most painful thing.
Especially
You think that
since
some days they're like, I look kind of good today. Like it's all what's the word? Like
Relative.
Yeah, it's all relative. So
Yeah.
they're like,
the
all
way
right.
the sun is hitting my melted eyelid. Dude, fire is kind of like an outdated way to go now. Like fires
yeah, it's
don't
so
really
passe.
happen. Yeah. They don't really happen anymore.
No. I feel like fire used to be a big thing.
Yeah, dude, I bet firefighters are pissed because now they're just like helping OD.
Yeah,
people
yeah.
Instead of, like,
My friend's a firefighter. He texted me. He's like, dude, long day.
Vinny?
My other friend Alex.
EMT.
What? Vinny? Yeah, he's an
Yeah,
EMT firefighter. But so Alex, my buddy Alex is a firefighter, and he said he did. He'd have fentanyl overdose, car fire, child drowning in like one day.
oh my
my
god,
I'm like, that's fucking brutal. Yep.
yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, but he saved the kid, which is cool. Kid lived.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's fucking so metal though, because it's like you do chest compressions on a kid, and like they're so much smaller that you just fucking break their ribs and shit.
Yeah.
Like
Oh my
he's like
God.
he was beat the fuck up
Yeah.
like after we saved his life.
It'd be
gotta
funny he's doing
try.
mouth to mouth. They're like, "Get out of here, you fucking creep!"
Yeah.
That's my son.
Kid's like, I'm fine.
yeah.
Yeah, you are.
All right, we need to do mouth to mouth. He just starts pulling his pants off.
You need to do ass to mouth. He saved me with ass to mouth.
Well, it's also
dude.
crazy in Florida because everybody knows how to swim.
Yeah.
Like we had a required swimming classes.
Yeah.
Which is weird because we had like 2 changing rooms, one for the boys, and the person that watched was like a woman,
Yeah.
and then the person who watched the women was a lesbian. And I was like, it's weird they have a lesbian watch.
Yeah, you should switch that.
Yeah,
The lesbian should watch the men, and
Yeah,
the straight
yeah,
woman
yeah.
should watch the.
Plus, like, I feel like a lesbian has the strength to save a man.
Yeah.
Just a straight woman does not.
Well,
Yeah,
these are
yeah.
boys. You guys, you were a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I could swim from like I don't remember not being able to swim. I could
Yeah,
always
it's not
swim.
hard to swim.
I don't know, dude. I have a couple of friends of African American descent, and they are really like lean and like kind of jacked,
It's
and
hard.
they just sink
Oh,
like a
wow.
stone. Like I'm a little chubby, so I float. You know,
Yeah.
like I can tread water so much easier than they can. Like they
True.
fucking whoop, like they
Yeah.
sink.
Yeah, probably because white people have an extra bone in our knee that helps us swim.
That's true.
They well, one of my black friends is like the best swimmer I know, but I know a lot of them that can't.
Yeah,
Like,
no, but I mean, I just look at my friend and I'm like, you're like 5'6", 140, like shredded. Like
Yeah,
you don't have
yeah.
an ounce of fat on
Yeah.
your body. You just sink.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a
That's why
stone.
cruise ships work so well.
Yeah?
Everyone's so fucking fat on them.
Yeah,
It's just
buoyant.
buoyant.
No,
Yeah.
if you fall over the cruise ship, you are just dead instantly. Like you're instantly.
Yeah.
It's a great way to murder someone. It
There's
really
this
is.
cruise line getting sued right now because
Is there one
apparently
that gets at the N word?
No,
That was funny.
No.
apparently they pulled up to like this dock. I don't know where it was, and at the same time they pulled up to shore, like the village that was going, like they had this ceremony where they just slaughter like hundreds of whales, and they just did it in front of all the passengers.
That's awesome.
It's just like murky red water like everywhere, and the passengers are just fucking horrified.
Yeah, I know. If you're a fat fuck and you're watching whales get murdered,
My next.
I'm next.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
They
steal.
need the blubber. Yeah.
You saw that Carnival cruise, right? The comic got like in trouble for saying the N word on him.
Oh yeah, didn't they have to helicopter him out?
No, that's what happened.
I thought they had to like. I thought they like sent like
It's a
dis-
zombie movie. He's just getting attacked by the passengers.
Yeah, he's like the president.
So we gotta get you out of here and get you somewhere safe like Skankfest right away.
Let's get you back to gas station headquarters.
Louis J. Gomez. It's like, come on, get in here, get in, doggy.
Dude, that's awesome.
yeah, it's funny because I guess you said the N word on like a Carnival cruise as like a stand-up comic, and it's funny because
That's
it's
so
like,
funny.
it's like,
You're trying your edgy shit on the cruise line.
well, that's the funny part too because I'm like, look, there are some people that are so talented that they can figure out a way to make it work.
Yeah.
But there's no way the guy doing
Yeah.
Carnival.
Here's a little
is
hint.
making it work.
If you look into the crowd and there's umbrellas in the cocktails, don't use the N-word. That's a bad time to use it.
Sir, this is Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wait till you see
that
a-
flies at Margaritaville. I
Yeah,
don't
wait
know
till
what
you
I'm
see a
talking
mixed drink with no straw in it, no ice. And then you're good to go.
Dude, I did a show in Panama City where there was a bar that had like Confederate flags everywhere.
You're like,
Great crowd. They were awesome. They loved me.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite memories of you is you roasting that town's local militia.
Oh yeah, that guy started crying.
Yeah, dude. This is so funny, dude.
Yeah.
You can tell from your point of view. I might have.
Yeah,
You
you were
remember, but-
there. I was at this shitty bar. I mean, it was fine. It was in St. Cloud, Florida, which is like the woods, and it's like a lot of rednecky, like it's like the woods near Orlando.
Yeah.
And they had this big flag that was like the DuPont boys and like a big, blue and black flag with like a skull on it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this fucking gay shit? The militia, what are you fighting against? It was
Yeah.
shitting on the militia. It's like, let's all get together and be in the pretend army. And the guy goes, what the fuck are you saying, boy? And he gets mad at me. He goes, you know what it's like to see combat?
Or no, he says, "Have you ever killed a man?"
Oh yeah, he said, have you ever
Yeah.
killed a man? Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, no, have you? And he goes, yeah. I go, in the militia?
Yeah.
He goes, no, in the army. I'm like, I'm not making fun of the army. I'm
Yeah.
making fun of the militia. He goes, well, a lot of those boys were in the army. I was like, okay.
So now they can't ever be made fun
So
of.
yeah. And he starts crying. He's like, you don't know what it's like to see real combat.
Yeah. And then he went to shake your hand.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest fucking thing. And then he went to his
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. He was fucking out of it.
That's awesome.
I've seen
just
two audiences
hammered.
try to fight you. I saw that one at
At Sleuths?
yes. The guy
You
just, I've been to both of them.
Yeah, that's so funny. You're
Yeah.
bad luck for me.
Yeah, the guy like stood up.
Yeah. You see, we got a problem.
Yeah,
That little
yeah.
Italian guy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then his wife, it was so funny too because his wife's like just like she's like mad
the
at
fuck
him.
up.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's why I started like giving them shit. Was like they were just having a loud marital dispute
Yeah.
in the front row. They're like, you just never fucking did it. And I'm like, guys, shut the fuck up. You're gay. Fuck you. You're a dumb bitch and you're a short Italian. Fuck you. You're gay. And he goes, oh, we gotta fucking have a problem. I'll see you at the parking lot. And I was like instantly folded. I was like, God, I'm sorry. I was like, I've never fought anyone. I don't want to fight you. And he goes, yeah, you never fought anyone? Me neither.
He said it like
He
that.
goes, me neither.
But I feel bad for the first guy.
And then later, he calmed
Did he say I'm
down.
sorry, right?
No.
Oh,
No.
I remember he was wearing like a pink button down.
Yeah.
I remember this very vividly.
He was kind of drunk and he lost his wallet. And I'm hanging out after the show and he comes back like after almost leaving but realizing he doesn't have his wallet. And he's like, I need to find my wallet. He's like asking the comics, I need to see my wallet. And then he looks at me and he goes, you took my wallet. He goes, no, he goes, you can't talk to people like that.
Wait, did he cry?
He starts crying.
What?
You can't talk to people like that.
God damn. Now I feel bad for this guy.
Because you don't know what they're going through.
Some of us don't have our wallets. Some
And I
of
was
us
like, dude,
only
I'm
have the
so
cash.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
And I helped him look for
It
his
does
wallet.
feel bad when like something like that happens. I thought I was about to get into a fight the other day, dude. Like 2
Yeah.
days ago at the tiny cupboard. Dude, I did a
What a
mic
great
and
place to get into a
I did a
fight.
mic
I
in
could
the
kick
upstairs.
everybody's ass.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I could
I'll
fuck
rip the septum ring out of your face.
That was the thing. Like this kid was built like Aang, the Avatar.
Yeah.
You know, and
Chinese.
like yeah, he was Asian and
with a staff.
yeah. He didn't have a staff, but he showed up without a shirt, and he had like a long
What the
earring.
fuck?
Yeah,
This is a comedian, quote unquote.
yeah.
An
He went up
open
before
micer?
me, and he did a set about how he's quote unapologetically him, and how like everyone
Oh,
should like
no.
be okay
He's
with
a-
who he is.
He's a maniac.
He's a maniac.
yeah.
Yeah. So I did a joke about suicide, how like we should normalize it because like we normalize like trans women because they believe they're a woman on the inside. Like, why can't I be a dead woman on the inside? He's like, you should be a dead woman. He's like, you should. That's transphobic. And I'm just like, all right, dude, just like let me get through my thing. And then he's like, no, this is like bullshit. Like you're like a bigot, whatever. Starts running through the list of
I love
words.
this.
And he starts like packing his backpack like he's gonna leave. So everyone's just staring at him. We're all just waiting for him to finish. And then he like gets up and walks up to like right up to me in like the upstairs room. So it's like it's like he's right here, and I'm just like, oh, are you triggered right now?
Yeah,
I just wanted to like piss him off, and he's like, you're gross. You're this. You're gross. Like I'm gonna go see my friends because I have friends. I'm like, oh, all right. Well, I was like, can you just get the fuck out of here? Because like I need to finish my set. And like the host is like holding him back and stuff. But I wish he swung on me because then it's like, okay, now I can
get free range.
Now I can fight this guy.
Was it a show or
No, just a mic.
Oh, yeah,
there was like 6 people there, and everyone was afraid he was going to come back and shoot the place
have a
up.
gun.
Yeah,
I love.
unapologetically shooting.
I don't know why. I love that you see he's packing his bag up. I love him just putting like silly things in his backpack. It's like you're fucking big. Yeah, like a trumpet.
It's a potato head. It's got a rubber chicken. You need to shut the fuck up.
And the worst part, like bowling pins.
he's got like a Nanny McPhee bag. It's just like it just keeps going. All his wares and trinkets. He starts putting folding chairs in there.
Puts his friend. And another thing.
Was
Yeah, he just climbs in the bag.
The bag
Zips
just
it
hops
up.
away.
The bag just sits there. I'm like, wait a minute. Is he
Boing,
part of the
boing.
room?
Did anybody else see him? That's so stupid, dude. I mean, he was shirtless.
Yeah, he showed up shirtless.
Did he
and then,
put
like,
on a shirt?
He put on a shirt
What a
like after the
fucking
first comic went on.
dickhead.
Yeah, it was.
I like him. I like how apologetically.
Yeah, he sounds like he's being
Unapologetically.
apologetically him. Actually,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
that I
that
think
is true.
about it.
But that was the thing. Is like even with that, like the kid is obviously like off his rocker.
Yeah, of course.
But I still felt bad after. I was still
Yeah.
like, I don't want to like make someone feel that way.
no,
you
it's
know?
never a mentally well person who's like getting into some shit like that.
No,
Like so, they're pitiable in every context. you
Yeah.
know?
And it's like I don't know. When you do jokes in front of like trans jokes in front of like trans people or like LGBTQ
Yeah.
people or whatever, and like they laugh.
Yeah.
Like once you see that, you're like, oh, that side exists.
Yeah, of course.
I shouldn't cater to
Yeah,
the
well,
other
it's like
side.
the internet, you know. It's like you think the internet, you think that they're the most sensitive people in the world, and it's
Yeah.
like that's not true.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I said the FAGGOT word once in front of gay people.
Oh,
and it did
wow.
good.
Did they crown you as
It
king?
was during Pride during Orlando. Yeah,
What was the context?
the bit was like
go home. Go back
I
where you
was
came-
like,
yeah, somebody tell gays to go back where they came
it was
from.
something like, yeah, it was
Go
like
back into your dad's ass. Where you came from.
go back to Gay Island where you're from. It was some dumb joke I had about. It was a terrible joke. I don't even want to do it, but it was like.
Mine wasn't a good joke either.
Yeah, my joke was bad. I don't even remember what it was. It was something about cops in the South or something. I don't remember what it was. It was like calling a cop a fag, and I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But the
One of my
crux,
friends did that. He's a lawyer.
yeah,
He literally got like it was like a drunken public thing, and then
Yeah.
he called the cop a faggot. And I'm
yeah.
like, but now he's like works for like the government. I'm like, that is the funniest write up, like calling
Yeah.
a cop
What a
faggot.
180 this guy did.
Yeah. I'd
Yeah,
love for that to
yeah.
come back on him like one day, like later in his career. He has like one other mishap, and they're like, well, in 98, you did call a cop a fag.
well, let's present the opposite. He comes in our roller skates.
It's Lieutenant Dangle from Reno 911.
Yeah.
See?
Got
And
some
the
new shoes.
judge is like, well,
you're free to go.
the powers of observation are keen.
Did you ever want to be a cop?
No.
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 What was your first job that you wanted to be when you were a little boy?
I wanted to be an
remember?
astronaut.
Oh, so what a fucking hack.
Yeah.
I want to be an astronaut. There is a Michael Good who is an astronaut.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But I didn't like cops because of Batman, which is weird. I was like
They're
on Batman's side. I was like,
Yeah.
anti-justice.
Yeah.
Cops are fucking bad. So I never liked the police. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they're
Fuck
not
the
cool.
police, dude. They killed Batman's parents. It was actually it was not Joker. Yeah, I was I didn't really care about I wanted to be a chef.
Oh, really?
I wanted to be.
Are you a
chef.
good cook?
I'm a pretty good cook, dude.
Nice.
I love cooking.
Do you have like a go-to meal?
No, not really. I just be fucking chefing in there.
And you do you look anything up, or do you just like go?
Sometimes I look up like baking because I don't know how to bake.
Yeah,
but-
baking is like science.
Yeah, baking is more exact. But
Cooking
I'll, like,
is more like jazz.
Yeah,
Baking is
I'm
like
riffing.
techno.
Yeah, yeah, it's like classical music.
Yeah.
I'll just be chefing it up though. I made turkey burgers the other night because I'm trying to be skinny.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, I like
It was
turkey
really
burgers.
good.
I wanted to be a stuntman for a little bit.
That's a
I-
good
that
one.
makes
realized I was a
that
pussy.
makes sense.
I was like, I don't like stunts at all. I, just
Yeah.
want, I want the glory, but not
Yeah,
the
you,
fear.
you tripped and you're like, I'll never be as dumb, man.
There's things I thought I was like gonna be good. Like I remember I thought I would be good at football for no reason. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be fucking sick.
Me too, dude.
I didn't
I'll
know.
be good at this.
Dude, I thought I was gonna be that way with like getting chicks. Like you know, when like you go to like middle school and it's like, oh, we have lockers. There's like it becomes this social thing. Yeah, and I was like, all in my head, I'm like, every day I'm just gonna be making out with a different girl at my locker. I'm like, I'm gonna be a fucking stud. And then like one is like, hi. I'm like, oh, ha, ha.
Dude, I had a friend who like said we'd be good at chicks because he's like, bro, we both watch porn. He's like, we're gonna know how to finger.
So we know what they like.
We're gonna know how to cut the hole.
Oh, fuck, they like big black guys. Fuck.
Just like cutting holes in pizza boxes. And, like,
They're like chainsaw dildos.
You're sticking your dick through a hole in the bathroom wall. I thought you guys liked this. It's glory hole.
I was thinking about recently, like one of my middle school crushes, or I think it was 9th grade. There was this girl I was like in love with her.
Yeah.
And she just had giant tits.
Yes.
And no personality and like just a bad face. But I remember being like,
perfect. Oh, she's
you're like,
in my mind, I was
there's
like,
something about it.
She's an angel.
Dude, I remember I would get like,
She's a buoyant angel.
like things didn't work out with her. And her face wasn't bad, but just, mostly big tits.
Yeah.
And I remember just being like, no, I don't think you guys understand. She was the one for me. That was my soulmate. And I screwed everything
No,
up.
guys, they're huge.
Yeah.
Big boobies. Yeah, no, I definitely like, dude, I was so awful. I remember, senior year, I was still an idiot. I was still like so scared of women. Yeah. There was this girl, I liked her t-shirt. I said it was a band that I liked. I was like, oh, really good. And then she sat next to me for like weeks.
Wow. Just waiting for you to make a move.
For me to talk. And I was just like, oh! God. Like, screaming in my head. I'm like, I'm so gay. I'm the gayest guy in the world.
Dude, when I was in like 10th grade, there was this girl who was like beautiful and she was like obsessed with me.
Yeah.
Like she would like if we did like a class project. No, high school.
Late college you were in. Dude, it's 15. I can drive. I can buy cigarettes.
Yeah. I have my place to live. Yeah. She was like obsessed and like everyone knew it. Like I knew it, she knew it, like whatever. And I was so scared by that. I never we just ended up becoming friends by the end. And like now she's like a fucking drop dead gorgeous lawyer, like super successful. Everything is like
so it wouldn't have worked out.
It wouldn't work. Yeah. I think she would have realized pretty quick.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't mean it.
We're actually getting to the end of the pod here, boys.
Oh. We do the song. So long.
Farewell. This has been News from Bed.
Oh!
Well,
watch that one.
Do you guys want to plug your shows here?
Yeah. You go first, Michael.
So, Michael Good Comedy on Instagram, Morning Good Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. I will follow you back on Instagram if you say you heard me on this podcast.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's or if you just want to follow me and then not have me follow you back, then just don't say anything.
Yeah, good move.
Yeah. Some people want to keep their relationship private. Like, I don't want this guy following me. But
I don't know.
I'm going to check out all his cool shit. So, Michael Good Comedy, the Morning Good Podcast. We had a transracial woman episode 3, but that's actually a very bad episode. Not very bad, but like,
you're better at podcasting now.
So listen to later ones. But if you want to listen to something crazy, episode 3, we had a transracial woman on.
Yep.
So. Yeah, she was crazy.
German woman. Oh, the transracial woman was crazy.
Yeah, white.
I was like, this lady's kind of a kook.
Yeah. She had a heart of darkness. Is
that the name of the episode?
Yeah, that would be great though.
Put a skin of lightness.
Rough Week podcast. Check it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Rough Week.
Chet Hanks was on. This is this is a legit podcast over here.
Yeah.
Me and Michael Good are fucking
yeah. Check out Rough Week.
Yeah. Morning Good, dude. I've been on Morning Good like 3 times.
Yeah.
At least 3 times.
Maybe 4. It is like my favorite. I love
it's great. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me, dude. Are you guys hungry?
We'll see you next time.
I am kind of hungry.
I'm a little hungry.
We should. I'm down to go eat if you guys want to go eat.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of this bed.
Dude, you know what looks sick? Did you see that burger? Did Burger King buy the train stop? It's not where we should go.
Oh, it's awesome.
Dude, yeah, there's like this booth.
Yeah, it's all from the 90s.
Oh, it's